Good morning students, welcome to our Sheba online class. Now we are going to see our 5th class reproduction and modification in plants. We are going to see reproduction and modification in the plants. Already we know the flowering plant having root, stems and leaf. In plant there is a root, stems, leaves, flowers, buds, etc. These are the normal we already know about that. That is called as vegetative organs. These are called as vegetative organs. Now we are going to study about the modification and reproduction occurring in the plant. That is, in early classes we have seen new plants and be growing from seed. In this lesson we are going to know about how flower changes itself into the fruits and modifies of fruit, stems, leaves of the plant. That means how the plants modifying and how the flowers is changed into the fruit. That's only we are going to see in this lesson. And reproduction. What is reproduction? Basically in reproduction there are two types. One is sexual reproduction, another is asexual reproduction. What is sexual reproduction? Sexual reproduction means when the plant reproduces from the seed, we call that process. That means when a plant grow from the seed to plant means that is a sexual reproduction. What is asexual reproduction means when the plant is grow without seed. That means in some rose plants we used to cut the plant and we just plant it in the soil. That is a asexual. When the plant grow with the seed, that is sexual. Without seed, that is a asexual. Now let's move to the sexual reproduction. Seed is produced from the flower by the process of pollination and fertilization. How the seed will be produced from the flower? By the uses of pollination and fertilization. By these two processes only the seed flower will be produce a seed. Then only we can able to get a plant. Okay. Now let's just understand about the sexual reproduction. Now parts of the flower. What all are the parts of the flower? We already know about the parts of the plant. Now we are going to see the parts of the plant flower. Just see, when the flower contains a feather or like a structure, that is a petal, and it will also having one structure in the middle of the flower, that is a gynoecium part, and there will be anther and the sepal and the stem of the flower. These are the part of the flower. Now see the part of the flower. This is the petal, the flower which having, this is the petal and this is the anther. Can you able to see? That is the anther, this is the petal and this is the bud. When without maturing the flower, this is a bud, this petal and anther, and inside this is a gynoecium part, this is a sepal. You just collect some buds and flower and just observe in your home itself. Then only you can able to understand clearly. Now before in bud I show you the bud. The bud is in the green color. After its blossom is nothing but just flowering. பூக்குறத தான் blossomனு சொல்வாங்க. சரியா? When it's blossom, the color will be changed. The green color to white color. In every plant, in hibiscus, that means செம்பருத்தின்னு சொல்லுவாங்கல, that scientific name is hibiscus. In hibiscus, it will, in the bud, it's look like a green color. After when it's blossomed, it will look a red color. That is the difference between the bud and flower. Now see the sexual reproduction in the plant detailing. When reproduction means also there is a pollination also there. Pollination means there is a two types, that is cross pollination, self pollination. These are the two types. In reproduction there is a sexual and asexual. This is the basic. And inside the reproduction there are a pollination. Don't get confused, just clear it. This is a cross pollination and self pollination. What is cross pollination? Cross pollination means the flower will pollinate to one flower to another. That is cross pollination. ஒரு ஃப்ளவரில் இருந்து இன்னொரு ஃப்ளவருக்கு பாலினேட் ஆகுறது தான் கிராஸ் பாலினேஷன் சொல்லுவாங்க. வாட் இஸ் மீன் பை செல்ஃப் பாலினேஷன்? த ஃப்ளவர் விச் பாலினேட் பை இட் செல்ஃப், தட் இஸ் செல்ஃப் பாலினேஷன். கிராஸ் பாலினேஷன்னா ஒரு ஃப்ளவரில் இருந்து இன்னொரு ஃப்ளவருக்கு பாலினேட் ஆகுறது கிராஸ் பாலினேஷன் சொல்லுவாங்க. செல்ஃப் பாலினேஷனா அந்த ஃப்ளவர்லேருந்தே அதுக்கே பாலினேட் பண்ணிக்கிறது வந்து செல்ஃப் பாலினேஷன். தீஸ் ஆர் த டூ டைப்ஸ் ஆஃப் த pollination, and let's see about how it's pollinating. I already told you about the parts of the flower. Now this is the male part, androecium. This full is called as androecium, and the center part which is called as gynoecium. Androecium means male part, gynoecium means female part. Just understand, this part is called as androecium and this part is called as gynoecium. In the androecium there is some powder like grains will be there. When you touch with your finger means you can able to observe that there will be a powder like substance which is called as pollen grain. That substance is called as pollen grain. What will happen? Now I am going to tell about self pollination in hibiscus. Okay, the pollen grain which used to attach with this, and the pollen grains will enter into this gynoecium part. இதில் இருந்து அந்த pollen grain என்ன பண்ணும், இது வழியாக நேராக உள்ளே போய் இந்த gynoecium பார்ட்டை என்டர் ஆகும். இந்த இது வந்து hibiscus is bisexual plant and it will not produce any fruits. When you take another plant, it will produce a fruit. When the grains enter this ovary part, then it will produce a fruit, but this is will not produce a fruit, so this is a absent ஃப்ளவர். ஓகேவா? இது ஃப்ரூட் மற்ற ஃப்ளவராக இருந்ததுன்னா இது என்ட்ரு ஆகும்போது இது மூலியமாக அது மெச்சூர் ஆகி ஒரு ஃப்ரூட்ஸ் நம்மளுக்கு கிடைக்கும். ஆனால் ஹைபிஸ்கஸ் பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் அங்கே வந்து ஆப்சண்ட் ஆகிடும். ஆனால் வந்து பாலினேஷன் வில் பி டன், பட் இட் வில் பி கெட் ஆப்சண்ட். ஓகே, நவ் ஐ எம் ஜஸ்ட் ஷோயிங் த androecium and gynoecium. Just see, this is the petal. I am just removing the petal, and this part is the androecium. This yellow color part is the androecium, and in center the gynoecium is there. Just see, this is the gynoecium part. This is the gynoecium part and this is the androecium part. Just observe the this. This is the gynoecium part, the green color, and the yellow color is the androecium part. This is the self pollination which I explained now. Cross pollination is same, but the androecium part will be joined together with the another flower. That is a cross pollination. This will occur by itself, but cross pollination is occurred by some insect, wind. These are the helping agents for occurring the pollinations. I told you about the cross pollination when the insect will take some honey from the flower, and then when taking the honey, the androecium part having the pollen grain, it will just rub into the insect, and then the insect will again go to the another flower. Then the pollen grain will be entered into the gynoecium part. This is the method how the cross pollination occurred by the agent of insect. In your book itself, in page number 62, they given a clear picture. Just observe it. Now we move to the types of flower. What is the types of flower? In all the four holes, that means calyx, corolla, that means stamen, steples, calyx, corolla means that green part, everything when it's present, that is a complete flower. When it's not, when even one a single part when missed means that is a incomplete flower. When all these parts are presented is that is complete flower. Complete flower or bisexual flower, that means they also called as bisexual flower. And if any of this four is missing means that is incomplete. In incomplete they are used to say that is unisexual. Complete flower means bisexual, incomplete flower means unisexual. These are the two types, and I also told you about the androecium and gynoecium. Androecium is a male part and gynoecium is the female part. Now let's see about the flower to fruit, how the flower is converting into fruit. We all know about the reproduction and pollination, how it's occurring, and now just see how the flower is converting into fruit by the, not in natural, by the with the help of human. In a pumpkin flower we can able to easily understand the how the female flower will be and how the male flower will be. There are easily we can able to identify. Now see the difference of male flower and female flower of the pumpkin flower. Just see, there is a stamen and stem. This is the male flower. In male flower nothing will be there, only stamen, that is androecium part. And in the female flower there will be a budding fruit. In flower itself it's having a budding fruit, but in the male flower there will be not a budding fruit. Just observe it. The man who plucked the male flower and just taking the stamen and rubbing into the female flower. Just observe it. I will explain you later. Now see, I told you about the picture which the man is just plucking the male flower and rubbing into the female flower. That is the artificial pollination. What they used to say done means, just they take the male flower and just rub the pollen grain. This pollen grain will be in the stamen. They will just rub it into the female flower and they just tie it up with the some plastic flower. Plastic bags. Then what will happen, after a few days the bud of the fruit will be just grow it up and we will get a pumpkin. This is the artificial pollination. And then we going to see the life cycle of the plant. In the life cycle, what will do, the seed will just put in the soil and it will further grow into the flower, and then in the plant flower will grow and flower will just get the reproduction and pollination, and then will get a fruit. Again the seed will come and then we do the repeatedly. This is the life cycle of the plant. All living things having a life cycle. Now we are going to see about the life cycle of the plant. This is the soil which the seed is planted into the soil, and then with the help of sun and the water the seed will be germinated. Then after germination, roots and stems will be grow, and then further the plant will be grow with the help of same sun and water. And then after pollination the flower will be done. I show you the video about the life cycle of plant. Now just see the fertilization. Fertilization means what? That is the help of the flower which the anther will be attached to the gynoecium part, and how it will be connected to the ovary and how further it will develop. This is the part I covered all this. Now just see about the vegetative propagation. Vegetative propagation means we are going to study about the plant. I explained about the reproduction and modification in plants, pollination, what are the types. Now I am going to say about the vegetative propagation. Vegetative propagation means just take some potatoes. In potatoes, that is a root which will the plant of leaf will open it up like a eye. Just take some potato in your home and just observe it. There will be a highlight spots. That is the part where the plant will be grow. And also in some potato there will be a little bit of bud will be appear there. That is a budding, which means from one part when the bud is appeared from the fruit or vegetable, that is called as budding. And a spore formation. What is spore formation? When you kept some bread for 2 weeks, there will be a black like a spot. That is a spore formation, which they will say that fungus, algae, mosses, these are the name of the some bacteria which will grow in the bread. Okay, then next time just observe in the bread. Then modification in plant parts. That means in some roots, you already know there are two types of roots, taproot and fibrous root. In taproot, some foods will be stored. The root itself, the food will be stored. That is like example carrot, beetroot, radish. These all are the example of root which storing the food. And in fibrous root also there will be storage of food. That is example of ginger. In ginger, the fibrous root only which store the food in the root. That is a example. And there in page number 71 there is a modification. Every plant will be not a unique. Everything is having a different shape, structure, size, everything. That is given here. I already told you in beetroot, just see page number 71. In beetroot, the storage of food will be in the root, but in the bulge position. The beetroot will be in the round or spherical shape. That is the food which stored in the upper part, bulge position. And then there are also some different types of leaves also there. Every plants are not same and leaves also not same. In some plants there will be thorns, that means mull, thorns also in the stems, leaves also there. So these are the example. And I told you about the food storage in the root, and also stems will also store some food, that is sugar cane. In sugar cane the stems only store the food that only we are consuming. And in stem also there is a modification. Modification means just take beans. Beans means that is not, the stem will be just in the curve, not in the straight path. It will be a curve and it will grow longer, not the certain height. It will grow longer. These are the modification of stems. And also some plant which grow in the water also, like a lotus, lily. These plants will be grow in the water. These are the types of the plant. And in a habitat also, plant will grow in a separate place. Every plant will not grow in the same place because it can't able to take its nutrition, that water, everything it can't able to take by itself. For certain place only it can able to absorb everything. I hope you all are understand this lesson. I told you about the reproduction, what are the types of reproduction, pollination and how the pollination occurring, and what all are the agents of the pollination. I told you all this. Just take your book and see some glances, then only you can able to understand clearly. Thank you, students.